We all thought that the crisis in Labour Party came to an end when the Supreme Court gave that judgment. But it seems like the fight is just about to begin. Now, suspended factional leader or Supreme Court remove leader of Labour Party, now suspending a sitting governor, Governor Alex Otti, as well as Senator Ireti Kingebe. But before we look at the reaction from the caretaker chairman of Labour Party, Senator Usman, and the reactions from Nigerians, and looking carefully as to what Julius Aburie actually wanted from Labour Party, let's take a look at how the news reported the suspension of Alex Otti of Abia State and the senator representing FCT. According to the news from Arise Television on their website, they said the Aburie-led Labour Party faction has suspended Abia Governor Otti, FCT Senator Kingebe, others citing anti-party activities and disloyalty. Now, I think I'm getting to understand this very well. Disloyalty here means that they are no longer loyal to Julius Aburie. Remember that Julius Aburie was Alex Otti's guy, was Peter Obi's guy, until he was asked to account for 2023 general election. And then all hell was let loose. And since then, all the abracadabra has been going on. But looking further in the news, it reads, a faction of the Labour Party led by Julius Aburie has suspended Abia State Governor Alex Otti and Senator Ireti Kingebe, who represent the Federal Capital Territory, over alleged anti-party activities. We went further to say the indefinite suspension was announced in a statement released on Wednesday by Umar Farouk Ibrahim, National Secretary of the Aburie-led Labour Party faction. Other affected suspension include some Ongokocha, Victor, Amobi, Oga, and Sheyi, and others. According to Farouk, the decision followed the submission of a report by a five-disciplinary committee chaired by Ayo, the party deputy national chairman. The committee was inaugurated on 2nd May to investigate the affected members over alleged anti-party activities. Farouk said the party's national executive committee had ratified the recommendations of the panel, and that the suspended individual will no longer act for or on behalf of the party. In conclusion, Farouk also addressed the omission of the Naned Usman, chair of the party caretaker committee, from the list of suspended members. He said Usman is not a registered member of the Labour Party and therefore does not qualify for disciplinary action. We are aware that she is a member of the Obedient Support Group that worked and is still working for the party's 2023 presidential candidate. We therefore not honor her with any section, being not a member of the party, Farouk stated. You see, this thing is funny me. So I don't really understand what is going on here. Supreme Court actually removed Aburie. His tenure has long time expired. Now, the Independent National Electoral Commission has received that judgment from the Labour Party, led by Peter Obi, Nanad Usman, and Alex Otti, the governor of Abia State. But coming to see this yesterday, it's something that I really don't get what is going on. But it is not something that we should be surprised anyway, because somebody must be playing the drum for Aburie to be dancing naked in public. If not, why will you, that was loved by everyone and defended when Apapa and Co were fighting you tooth and nail during the 2023 Presidential Petition Tribunal? So I don't really get it, that things could just turn around. If you have done something wrong, I think it would have been better for Aburie to have, reach out to Peter Obi and the rest and see how they can work out things and continue to be the national chairman of Labour Party. But unfortunately, greed will never allow them. In the same vein, the caretaker chairman of Labour Party, Senator Usman Nanad, has released a press briefing yesterday, a press statement yesterday rather, or suspend the former chairman of Labour Party, Julius Aburie, from the party, and by giving her some days, 48 hours according to her anyway, to let them know the reason why they will not go ahead and sanction his complete suspension from the political party. Let's take a listen to Nana Bush.
Of transparency, accountability, discipline, and internal democracy. As a party, our journey has been marked by both progress and challenges. Today, we are compelled to speak out not in anger, but in responsibility. We commend the Nigerian judiciary and welcome the recent Supreme Court judgment that removed Barrister Julius Aburie as the national chairman of the Labour Party. We honor our dedicated members nationwide who have remained steadfast despite the turbulence. Yet, we must confront with courage and clarity the divisive actions and manipulative tactics of Barrister Aburie and his associates. They are actions that threaten the unity, integrity, and public image of our party. In light of Mr. Aburie's continued impersonation and misrepresentation of the office of the national chairman, the National Executive Council, NEC, in session, has reached a hard but necessary decision. We can no longer stand by while the values we hold dear, transparency, discipline, and democratic accountability, are undermined from within. This press conference is convened to address the growing concern over the misconduct and internal rascality plaguing our party. At a time when Nigerians are yearning for credible leadership and they see the Labour Party as a beacon of hope, it is regrettable that we must battle internal sabotage from those who should know better. Let me be clear. When others descend into rascality, we must rise with discipline. When they go low, we go high. Because our party must reflect the Nigeria we want to build. It has become evident that Mr. Aburie does not have the best interests of the Labour Party at heart. Rather than unify the party, he undermines it. Rather than attract credible Nigerians to come and join, he alienates them. Instead of advancing our collective vision, he pursues narrow personal ambitions. Most painfully, he targets those who have brought credibility and national visibility to our party. His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi and Governor Alex Otti. They represent the aspirations of a new Nigeria. Governor Otti stands out today as one of the most effective and respected governors in the country. These men have sacrificed not for personal gain, but to give the Labour Party and Nigeria a real shot at transformation. What they demand is simple: a party that is transparent, democratic, and accountable. Instead of embracing this vision, Mr. Aburie chooses confrontation and chaos. We say today, this must stop. For the sake of the Labour Party, for the sake of democracy, and for the sake of Nigeria's future. After a careful and comprehensive review of the Supreme Court judgment delivered on Friday, April 4th, 2025, the National Executive Council, NEC, is deeply concerned by the subsequent actions of Barrister Julius Aburie, particularly his continued impersonation of the esteemed office of the National Chairman of the Labour Party. These actions have not only violated the spirit and letter of the law, but have also brought the image and integrity of our great party into disrepute. In the exercise of its constitutional mandate and in strict accordance with the disciplinary provisions of the Labour Party Constitution 2019 as amended, the NEC in session hereby announces the commencement of disciplinary actions against Mr. Aburie. These actions have started with the constitution of a special investigative committee to review the actions of Mr. Aburie as it affects the image and integrity of the party.
Now, in all of this, what do you think heading into 2027 election? Just by this time next year, we'll be hitting the peak of campaign for 2027 election. This is 2025. We are 5 months away from, saying goodbye to 2025. And by 2026, the campaign will begin in earnest. And we'll be having the primary elections. And by February to March in 2027, Nigerians will know if Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led government will continue till 2031 or not. Either PDP or Labour Party will be able to unseat this current led government by Bola Ahmed Tinubu APC. But could that happen? Judging by the crisis rocking Labour Party as well as PDP, knowing fully well that in PDP we have Nyesom Wike, who has decided to be a thorn in the flesh of every PDP member, destabilizing the party. As you can see, PDP members, they campaign to APC. And when you go to the Labour Party, we are seeing almost the same thing playing out here. And this time around, it's not a governor, a former governor, or no one random politician. Is the national chairman, someone who should know better of what they passed through in 2023. And this is the reason why many people begin to say that these people actually worked for Bola Ahmed Tinubu's, winning that election in 2023. But then, could these in any way sort out the issues between the Labour Party ESCOs and the Labour Party members, or should we be expecting, just like the National Public Secretary of the Aburie-led faction said, that Nana Usman is not a member of Labour Party? So are we going to be seeing this group of people metamorphose from Labour Party to obedient and form an obedient movement political party in Nigeria before the 2027 election? Time is taken, and only time, like they said, will tell. At the end of the day, who will become victorious in this political battle? Thank you for watching.